Yeah, so I figured we'd start at like the absolute most ground level and hear from you how you define judo.
Actually, that might have been the first time somebody's ever asked me that. Yeah, I guess from a very high level view, it's the ability to control an opponent and either throw them to the ground with force in a controlling way or hold or submit your opponent.
Yeah, I've heard you describe it as there's gripping, there's holding, and there's throwing as like these three very valuable components that are happening whether you're watching it or you're involved in a match. And as someone who, I had like aspirations of being an Olympic competitor as a skier growing up, and martial arts were unfortunately never something that got to be part of my childhood. It's much later in life that I found jiu-jitsu and then started training. And when I very first started looking at judo, it seemed so chaotic, like just like a mess of aggression and anger and athleticism and explosiveness. And I was honestly just so confused by it. And it wasn't until I started to experience some application of it in jiu-jitsu at beyond a novice level, right? Like a non-existent understanding. And when I look at it now, and especially after having watched some of your breakdowns of like how truly technical it is, from like hey, this big toe goes here and it's completely changed the dynamics of what's going on. When you're engaging in these in these matches, or maybe in Randori in the gym, are you thinking about those things in the moment? Like the grip, the grab, the throw, where the body is, or how do you find the balance between like that flow state of it happening and the concepts that you know to be true as a high-level world-class competitor?
It really depends on the phase of training that you're in order to make sure you're always improving versus making sure that you're sharp. They're two different areas that you have to train, right? When you're training for sharpness, you're focused more on intuition and feel with a sprinkle of acceptable knowledge of your opponent, right? The toughest fights that you ever have in the world are the guys you train with every day.